Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Bern Apperson. Good morning.
Really good to have you along. A really big show today. Lots of guests coming in. We'll be broadcasting live from Myrna at Nebraska State Bank today to learn more about Heritage Days, which is coming up this weekend. Of course, tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day, where the watermelons are cut up, the hot dogs are put on the grill, the fireworks will be put off, and the celebration will be underway. Actually, probably tonight there'll be a lot of fireworks going off. And
I've heard several going off for the past few days.
yeah, we have too. Much to some dog and cat's dismay, but it's almost over. And I guess you can buy tranquilizers or doggy downers and kitty downers. But almost over, and I think the area has been blessed with some moist weather, some wet weather this year, so we shouldn't have as much fire danger as we have had in years past, but fires can still start, so be very, very careful. And, of course, watch the kids, make sure that they're being safe. And as adults, sometimes we do silly things with fireworks.
Yes.
I only know because I've done the same.
I think we've all been there, maybe once or twice.
So here's what's going on.
Okay.
There's nothing in this world anymore. Nothing in this world anymore that can remain the same. It's all everything is in a mess right now. And this just tops it off. Two things, actually.
Okay.
The hot dog weigh-in, hot dog contest weigh-in.
Oh, yeah, the eating contest is tomorrow.
Yes, their weigh-in is this morning.
Oh. Seriously, I didn't know they had a weigh-in.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The ceremony and weigh-in for Nathan's annual 4th of July hot dog eating contest. And this year, they'll crown a new champ. Mm-hmm. Because Joey Chestnut has been banned from competition.
Oh, banned. I knew he wasn't competing, but I guess I didn't know the reason behind it.
Well, nothing stays the same.
He's banned.
He's banned.
Uh-oh.
I don't know whether he'll appeal it, but evidently not. He signed a deal with a fake meat hot dog company, and Nathan didn't find that kosher.
Huh?
So, Joey is not able to compete. Even if he wanted to, he's been banned.
Okay. So a new champion will be crowned.
Yeah, because he can't participate because he went with the fake meat hot dog. Huh? And, of course, just an update. I know it's upsetting, but it's very possible that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have already split up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this sounds like they already broke up, split up. A source close to the couple says that's the case, which would explain why she's on vacation with friends, as we mentioned earlier, and why she went to the Met Gala and her premiere of Atlas without him. Also explains why he's living in Brentwood, just a few miles from the marital home in Bel Air, which is now up for sale. Wow. It's very upsetting.
Whew, my goodness, all kinds of things going on in the world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get over the fact they have a weigh-in for the annual hot dog eating contest.
Yes, indeed, they do.
Okay.
For many folks out in this neck of the woods, and I underline neck, it's American Redneck Day.
All right.
Celebrating the all-truck driving, gun-loving, plaid-wearing, super patriotic Americans proud to call themselves rednecks. The term, by the way, was first used in the 1800s to refer to farmers with sunburned necks, but eventually became a symbol of American pride. By the 1970s, a redneck chick took all over the fashion and music and is still going today. National Eat Your Beans Day.
Okay.
Now this is going to upset some people.
Oh no.
Because this is beef. This is beef country. Beef is king here.
Yes.
Mike Evans will be in probably a little bit here to.
It's king at my house too.
In Nebraska, in the U.S. of A., probably Everybody wants a steak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most everybody. But it's National Eat Your Beans Day because also followed by Sleep Alone in the Basement Night. If you celebrate eating a bunch of beans, you might want to sleep in the spare bedroom.
All right, I follow you now.
Okay. Beans are not exactly a first date food, but they're one of the world's most sustainable crops and can provide more protein and vitamins than just about any other food, including beef. So worldwide, it's good that there are beans because there's places that are hungry that don't have the luxury of having beef production in these third world countries and places. So beans is very important across the world. But if you eat a bunch of beans, stay by yourself.
Yeah.
Now, there's supposedly, when I went fishing with some guys a while back, very lovely lady made up, and this sounds crazy, but it was like 7 or 8 of us. And the last meal we had the last night we were there was ham and beans.
Oh, yeah.
But
Did you have cornbread with it?
No, we had beverages. So,
all right.
Beans and beverages.
Yes.
So, according to the chef of the creator of these ham and beans, these were gasless beans.
Oh, gasless. Kind of like burpless. It's watermelon,
cucumbers?
Right? Yeah, burpless cucumbers. Yeah, right.
I don't believe in those either.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I had to leave the next morning to come back to work here. The rest of the guys stayed where we were fishing. So I don't know the results of whether they were gasless or not.
Oh, wow.
But there's such a thing.
Speaking of fishing, it just hit my mind.
Yeah.
I think today's Trade Winds Marina Day.
It is.
To talk to Mark.
We better get a hold of Mark.
Yeah.
Let me get this set up here and we'll get a hold of Mark. I was actually preparing, changing things up since there won't be a breakfast show tomorrow. So we were changing things up so that we would not have dead air tomorrow. So I kind of
Thank you
put
for
things
that.
out of whack. So we'll see if we can get a hold of Mark and find out whether he believes in gasless beans.
Yeah, maybe that's on the menu at Trade Winds Marina.
We'll find out next. Herman's Hermits, and there's kind of a hush. We have Mark on the line, Trade Winds Marina, over in Loop City at Sherman Reservoir. Mark, how are you?
Good. It's a good morning. Beautiful morning, actually.
Yeah, and the last couple of nights have been gorgeous. Good nights to go out, maybe take a little cruise in the boat or do a little fishing. But it's been really nice in the evenings. Have been people been taking advantage of that?
Oh yeah. We've had some boats out there doing the night fishing for the white bass. I haven't. They're usually gone by the time I get back in the marina in the morning, but I really haven't heard a lot. I know there's white bass starting to school a little bit up on the main lake. So
good. That's always a fun kind of fishing. People love that. You can if you can find them, the kids can catch a lot, and everybody else can too. So that's the next thing out on the lake. Although you mentioned it's kind of catfish season as well, right?
Yep. They're doing pretty good on the channel catfish, and the flathead should start going any time now.
Right, and you mentioned too that most of the crappie, and probably by now, are in deeper water, but guys who know how to fish that water can still catch those crappie, which were a little bigger this year.
Yep. They're still doing pretty good on the crappie. Their crappie kind of transitioned out into the deeper water, and they're catching them when they're pulling crankbaits for walleye.
Oh, catch them by accident and then go back and get some more. That sounds good. And the crankbaiting for walleye, has that been successful?
Yep. They've been doing pretty good on that. We're seeing some good numbers of them 17 to 19 inch fish. They're out in that 18 to 24 foot of water. A lot of guys pulling crankbaits and lead core. We still got some guys doing fairly well with the live bait too. So.
Mm-hmm. Good. Well, the fishing's better than average, it sounds like, which makes it nice, and you can help them stock up before they go out on the lake. And talk a little bit about your dock system there. I think it's fairly easy to get in and out at your location.
Yep. You can. Our boat ramp itself, we had some issues with it this winter with it breaking up with the ice and that, so we have it closed down. But the state ramp's right across the bay from us, so they can put it in over there and come right over to the marina and pick up their bait and their tackle and snacks and beverages, whatever they need.
Or, I'm going to turn it over to Brent, or they can have wings, all sorts of specialty burgers and so forth. And whenever you talk food, Brent is kind of like a walleye when you see a crankbait. When you talk food, he's going for it. So he probably wants to talk to you about some food.
Mark, I don't know if you know this or not. Today's Beans Day. Do you have beans on the menu anywhere?
Actually, yeah. For on our flat iron steak night, we serve green beans.
Hey, there you go.
Beans.
All right.
So
we also have a beef, bean, and cheese burrito.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you heard or do you believe in gasless beans?
No.
That's what I always like about Mark.
I was going to say, Mark just gets right to the point, man.
Yes, I've heard of them. No, I don't believe them.
Yeah, there you go, man. I think I'm with you. Let's see. Okay, so refresh everybody's memory on kind of what you serve from day to day. I think is it chicken fried steak on Wednesdays, or am I off on that?
Chicken fried steak tonight with appetizers.
Okay. And what do you have planned for tomorrow on the 4th of July? Your regular thing?
Our regular menu through about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, and then we're going to go to wings. Where you have a choice of boneless or bone out or bone-in wings. We have 6 different sauces for the wings, and then we're also doing a Philly cheesesteak and a bag of chips or fries with the wings.
All right. Well, I'm sure you'll be extremely busy tomorrow with it being the 4th. What about your hours for tomorrow, Mark? I know that you've got the fireworks display and things that'll be going on. Well, I guess that's this weekend, the fireworks. But with the 4th of July tomorrow, are your hours going to stay like they have been?
Yep, we'll be open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Our grill will be on from 11 to 8.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, Mark, and if you wouldn't mind, just kind of re-invite people to come over to the 4th of July celebration, the fireworks celebration that you're going to have.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do that Saturday night. Be right at dusk. I don't know the AM station that it's going to be broadcast on yet, but if you follow us on our Facebook page, we'll have all that information posted on there as soon as we know it.
Okay.
And the fireworks are going to be shot off the jetty out in front of Marina Bay this year again, and it should be a really good show.
That should be great.
We're doing that in conjunction with the Duluth City Chamber.
Okay. And when you say the AM station, they provide patriotic music with the fireworks. Is that how that works?
Yep. And it's actually an FM station, 96.1.
96.1 FM frequency. That's cool. So it's kind of like going to what's left of drive-in theaters. You can like that. So just dial that up on your FM dial. A lot of the boats have radios as well, so they can be out on the lake and catch that music also.
Absolutely, and it's a good show, and we're trying to grow it every year. It's like everything else. The prices from when we were doing them before COVID to where we're doing them now has gone up exponentially.
Yeah, that's the shame of it. But I'm glad you guys are still doing it. Putting it on the lake makes it even better. So Saturday night at dusk, get yourself a parking place or get your boat out on the water. Of course, they can stop by earlier and see you at the marina as well.
Absolutely, and this whole fireworks show is pretty much solely funded with donations.
Mm-hmm.
So around Loop City and out at the marina, we have donation jars out for people to stop in and help make it better.
All right, Mark. Well, you're a busy guy. We know that all of the things that you've added at the marina have been appreciated. The expanded beer garden, your kitchen services continue to grow, and I know people appreciate that. And we wish you the best 4th of July, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, man. You guys have a good day and have a good 4th and safe 4th, and remember what it's about.
There you go.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Take care, Mark.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. 7:49 at the Prairie Pioneer Center today. They're having hot dog, mac and cheese, coleslaw, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know that you're coming. And we're going to play the game real quick. Mr. Mike Evans is stepping into the studio right now, so I want to switch over so that people can see Mike while they listen to him. We'll go to guest. There he is on the screen. Just getting sit down. Mike Evans.
Good morning.
He's giving me the look. Let's play the game real quick.
Okay, here we go.
It's runs a day.
It is, yeah. A chance to win a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday. Don't forget that. Serve pig in a blanket on Wednesday at Runza in Broken Bow. I think they're one of the few Runza restaurants that do pig in a blanket on Wednesday. So here's a chance to win one. Your question has to do with summer songs. And your question today is, who recorded 1983's Suddenly Last Summer?
I know.
Who recorded it? Your choices are the Bangles, Naked Eyes, Bananarama, or the Motels. Those are your choices. Who recorded 1983's Suddenly Last Summer? Was it the Bangles, Naked Eyes, Bananarama, or the Motels? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good good station.
Central Nebraska wakes up with Dave and Brent on The Breakfast Show.
And we have David on the line, one of my favorite names. David, how you doing?
Hey, I don't blame you, David. It's a wonderful name.
Oh, yeah, most Davids are really nice.
And they are. Yes, of course they are.
Well, of course they are. You know what? You just won a prize.
I was just going to say, David, I don't mean to put pressure on you, but I've already written your name on the certificate, so you have to get it right. I'm going to ask you the question anyway, though. Who recorded 1983's Suddenly Last Summer? Was it the Bangles, Naked Eyes, Bananarama, or the Motels?
The Motels, of course.
Yes, you got it, my man. And because you've answered correctly, we do have a certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve at Runza in Broken Bow on Wednesday. So come on out and see us.
I'm going to get...
I'm sorry,
Still
we're
there,
losing
Dave?
you a little bit.
Breaking up, David. I think we've
Fourth, I'm up in the hills, so have a great Fourth.
Okay,
Hey,
you
thank
too.
you, sir.
You too, David. All right. I don't know how you feel about this or not, but did you hear my story about beans this morning?
I did, yes.
I know that, beef is king here.
Yeah.
But beans evidently have a little more protein.
Yeah, they have some protein, all right. But I'm not sure about the gasless part. I'm probably with Mark on that deal.
Yeah, I think
no. Quick and to the point.
Quick and to no nonsense,
no
man.
nonsense.
Well, it depends. I mean, beans are good. If they're prepared properly, they're good. I don't know if they compare with a hamburger or steak as far as the actual enjoyment of eating it.
Well, I'm pretty sure they don't.
Yeah. I mean, they're good with a burrito.
They're a nice side.
Yeah.
Nice side.
Baked beans.
Yeah.
Ham and beans. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But you can't have beef or I guess beans if you don't have producers to, make them so we can eat them, right?
Yeah, we're right in the heart of beef country, so we get the luxury of having the best steak in the world right here.
Amen.
Right here. Yeah. If you travel at all and you're somewhere in another part of the country, even here in the United States, and you make the mistake of ordering a steak or make a mistake and order a steak, it's usually not very good.
Yeah.
Not like here. Not,
We're pretty spoiled.
Yeah, we are.
But yeah, I hope everybody throws a big porterhouse on the grill next few days here for 4th of July Independence Day celebration. That would be fantastic. Support your local beef producers.
Yeah.
You bet. So what's going on out there? What's in demand right now from Evans Feed?
There's a lot of salt and mineral going out to the feeders. There's a lot of fly control products. The guys and gals out there trying to put hay up, that's been a little bit troublesome with all the moisture, which is, you don't want to complain about the moisture, but there's a lot of net wrap and twine, mostly net wrap these days, but there are still some people that use sisal twine, and we carry all the different types, and our net wrap for the first time in a few years is under $200 a roll. Quite a ways, actually. I mean, it's not $199. It's about $15 cheaper than that. So, if you've never tried our net wrap, you could really save some money. I know a lot of people there. There's a lot of different brands out there. So we carry Titan, and we've had it for 20 years, and it works very well. And man, they got it priced right now, so it's good. It's really nice.
Good. Yeah, I suppose it has been frustrating. With the hay guys out there and gals trying to get that put up dry. It's almost been impossible this year, but hopefully they can get through it and get it all wrapped up and put up so they can use it this winter or sell it, whatever the case may be. So, that's pastures still look great. Nice tall grass out there yet.
Yeah, I think there's a few musk thistle creeping up here and there too, so the people that are spraying out there are having a little harder time seeing the pretty little pink flowers, but they're working pretty steady at that as well. So it's a busy time of year.
It is busy time, and calves are growing, and all is good on that side. That's good to hear. I got to ask you a question because you're an independent business.
I'm independent.
You are independent. You're not a string of of the same stores. You're not in a corporate conglomeration. And you still manage to compete with big box stores and stores that have 150 different outlets, and you have 2,
right?
Ocano and Broken Bow. But your prices are very competitive. Is that mostly what you do, Mike, is sit and talk with different outlets and do the best you can to get it at the right price?
That's unfortunately that's a big part of my job, because I don't get out as much as I used to and stuff. But yeah, it's not easy, you could say, but I fortunately was able to acquire that big old Bates building a few years ago and a couple other warehouses, and it's a very good thing that we did, and it allows us to buy in quantity. And if we couldn't buy in quantity like that, it probably wouldn't work,
Right.
But I go to, I check places every now and then when I'm out of town and stuff, and we sell our just for instance, we sell our white salt blocks for $5.95. And I was at a big place the other day, and they were $8.95 for the same exact thing. So we're under $6 on a white salt block, and so yeah, we can compete very well. I don't know the reason. Maybe their profit margins are higher, you could say. I don't know that.
It's hard to figure corporate.
Yeah, I mean they might think they can make $3 or $4 on a white salt block, but that doesn't fly out here, Yeah. So we don't. We believe in volume, and we try to bring value to our customers. We like to think that we save them a lot of money through the years, and allow them to have a place that they can save money. So we try really hard at that.
Oh, you've been successful, and in this business environment of today, I think that's, congratulations. I know
thanks.
you and your family work hard at that, and I think that's one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons that people come to Evans Feed, because they know you're working to give them the best deal you can and still make a living for yourselves and pay your help and keep those trucks running and the delivery rigs going out, and those are other challenges that we could spend another whole show about, I'm sure.
And it's not always about price. It's
right.
I mean, sometimes you get what you pay for too, right? But a white salt block is a white salt block, and so on comparable items, I use those as examples just because everybody knows they're exactly the same.
Right.
It's apples to apples. So black sunflowers were under $20 a bag right now. Sometimes I see them over 30 at places right now even. So we believe in volume, and we try to make it a place where people go, and then when they walk out the door, they think, that was a pretty good deal. And we've talked many times before, we try to never be out of anything. Every now and then we get caught with something, or we scrape the barrel, but we really don't like somebody driving 40 miles and then come in there and say, I need this, and we're like, sorry, we're out.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to hear that.
Right.
And so when we get low on something, we start scrambling, and sometimes I jump in the truck and throw the trailer on and go get stuff if I'm really low. I just don't want to be out of things. It drives me crazy. So that's our main goal is to never be out.
Yeah.
And we try to be very competitive on everything, and we also have our own blends of products. So it's hard to compare them with other people and say, we're the lowest price on this or that or whatever. We got 45 or 50 different kinds of cattle minerals. So are they always the lowest price? Well, maybe not this one, but that's because it has a better ingredient tag, right? So you can't just say, well, I got a 12 phos cattle mineral. Well, how much vitamin A does it have? How much zinc does it have? How much copper does it have? Is it chelated? Does it have fly control? I mean, there's a gazillion things that go into every tag, and so there's really hard to compare unless you're just laying the tags side by side
across the board. Yeah.
So we try to keep the full gamut, and obviously we know we have plenty of competition. There's not a lot of feed stores per se around like there used to be, but there's plenty of competition.
There's plenty.
We battle it every day, and that's fine. It makes you sharper. But there's plenty of places that don't have storefronts that are out trying to sell things to people in central Nebraska. Yeah. So if we don't compete with them, then we're not competitive. So we have to.
Yeah.
So we try our best.
Oh, you do, and I'm glad you talked about that because it's good to see. I think it's a pretty good example that independent businesses can compete and do quite well and be successful. And when people walk out of the door and they feel like they've been treated right, that's really what it's all about.
Yep, that sure is.
Yeah. All right. You had some notes there. Anything
else?
Nope,
we're good. I just wanted to wish everybody a safe and happy 4th of July and happy Independence Day, and have a great one.
Yeah. You going to go to the lake, or are you going to?
I'll try to wet the line a little bit if I get lucky. Yeah. I might come back and forth a few times if customers want it and need something. I'll open the door anytime.
There you go. There's the example, folks. Evans Feed in Oconto and here in Broken Bow. Evans Feed in Broken Bow open 5.5 days a week, and down in Oconto, 5 days.
You bet. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
You look good on camera today, too, by the way.
Yeah.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
No, it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden takes on post-debate doubters as he presses ahead with his re-election campaign. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
President Biden himself is getting involved in the damage control meeting with Democratic governors, some virtually and some in person here at the White House.
Our new CBS News poll shows some voters shifting to former President Donald Trump, who now holds a slight lead nationally. People in Jamaica are bracing for a Category 4 Hurricane Beryl to bash the island today. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
The eastern half of the island will start seeing conditions deteriorate over the next few hours, and it's the early afternoon that they will see the strongest winds and the heaviest rain.
Fresh wildfire warnings in Northern California. Fire crews have been dumping retardant on the flames from the air in Oroville, where more than 13,000 people have been ordered to leave their homes amid a blistering heat wave. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Summer's here, and you're at work. Make work a lot tastier with delicious summer savings from Easy Cater, the #1 site for workplace catering with over 100,000 restaurants to choose from. Save up to $40 when you order from participating restaurants. These scrumptious discounts are available exclusively on easycater.com. So order some food for work and make both your team and your food budget happy. Order now at easycater.com. Orders must be placed and received between June 24th and July 5th. Restrictions apply. See offer details.
Why is Navage perfect for allergy sufferers? Rhino Systems Medical Director Dr. Howard Levine explains.
If someone's exposed to allergens, they can get rid of those immediately by washing out the nose. Navage works by pulling saline in one nostril, through the nose and out the other nostril, sucking out allergens, mucus, dust, and germs. Experience on-the-spot relief so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier.
Navage is available at Sam's Club, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or online at Navage.com. Navage. Breathe easy.
And now it's time for a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KOLN, a Norfolk man is accused of repeatedly sexually assaulting a teenage girl, court records show. An arrest warrant for 21-year-old Angelo Caron was filed on Thursday. He is currently lodged in the Mason County Jail and is charged with a single count of first-degree sexual assault. Law enforcement has been investigating Caron since April 29th, when authorities were made aware of the possible sexual assault. The report involved a girl under the age of 16. Another report concerning sexual abuse was reported on June 26th. Caron and the girl were both interviewed following the second report, and court records show that police think Caron assaulted the girl between 30 and 40 times. Police booked Caron in jail on Sunday, and he was arraigned on Tuesday. His bond has been set at 10% of $100,000 and is due back in court on July 9th. In other Nebraska news, in a story released by KSNB, a judge sentenced a man in prison Tuesday for 11 crimes related to assaults in 2023. Brian Reeves was convicted in May for 11 crimes, including attempted use of a deadly weapon, third-degree domestic assault, strangulation, 2 counts of terroristic threats, 2 counts of false imprisonment, 2 counts of violating a protection order, 1 count of witness tampering, and 1 count of misdemeanor third-degree assault. The judge sentenced Reeves to terms ranging from 1 year for the witness tampering charge up to 9 years for the weapons charge. The sentences were ordered to be served concurrently or at the same time. Each of the crimes involved a single victim and were committed in the Kearney in April, May, and August of 2023. Court documents indicate that in one case, Reeves threatened a woman and her baby with a small baseball bat. Reeves' address was variously listed as Holdridge or Ravenna in the court documents. Reeves was also involved in a January fight at the Buffalo County Jail with murder suspect Romeo Chambers, who was accused of killing Jared Singapaw of Lexington in Kearney in January 2022. This has been a look at Nebraska News. I'm Jack Simpson reporting from Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Some breaking news from the NBA, where insider Adrian Wojnarowski reports that free agent LeBron James has agreed on a 2-year, $104 million max deal to return to the Los Angeles Lakers. The second year is a player option and includes a no-trade clause. Cleveland Cavaliers and 5-time All-Star guard Donovan Mitchell agree on a 3-year deal worth $150.3 million max extension, and also a player option in the final year. Baseball, Phillies beat the Cubs 6-4. Philadelphia now Major League Best 56-29. Orioles shut out the Mariners 2-0 behind starter Grayson Rodriguez and 3 relievers. They combine on the 2-hit shutout. Baltimore has a 1-game lead on the Yankees atop the AL East. Yankees lose to the Reds 5-4 despite Aaron Judge hitting his major league leading 32nd home run of the year. The Guardians walk off with a 7-6 win over the White Sox. Dodgers walk off with a 6-5 win over the Diamondbacks. Shohei Ohtani hitting his national leading 27th home run of the year on the win.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 83. Southerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly cloudy skies expected. Tonight, chance of severe thunderstorms. Lows around 59. Chance for storms. Tomorrow, 77. Partly cloudy skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Tired of unexpected car troubles putting a misfire in your day? Introducing C&M Auto in Anselmo. For routine maintenance to major repairs of gas and diesel cars or light and heavy-duty trucks, go with C&M Auto. They boast the latest diagnostics to diagnose and fix your vehicle's issues with quick response and a very competitive labor rate. Plus emergency 24-hour service rates outside their 9 to 5 Monday through Friday hours. Call 308-749-2277 for C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Currently 60 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. Winds are light so far today, which is nice. Barometric pressure is rising at 30.04. Humidity at 94%. High yesterday was 77 with an overnight low of 53 degrees. It got kind of cool overnight. Sunset today at 9:16. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:11. That's a look at weather and news at 8 on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We got a couple of people to introduce here at this time. Our regular guest, Ryan Anderson, is here from the Garden Center. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
And we have Hannah back, Hannah Keller, and she is interning at the Economic Development Organization, and she was on the air the other day, and she's going to observe us today, Brent. So please, let's get along. Let's put on a good show here.
Well, why are you saying that to me? I think you need to speak those words to the mirror.
So let me ask you a question, Hannah. Where you live? Do you have a cement driveway at all in front of your garage?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you or your siblings or your mom and dad, do you make sure that the grass doesn't grow up in the cracks of the driveway?
Gosh. Yeah, I guess we don't really have that problem, but when we do, yeah.
Okay, you do take care of it. See, I got a neighbor right now. I noticed, I took a little walk yesterday, and my God, the driveway, it looks like a forest, and the cracks are going to, you're not going to be able to see the house pretty soon. And I'm wondering if I could ask you if you thought it would be okay if my wife has a little tool that it's got little wheels on it, and it's got a hook, and you can clean that up. Do you think I should take that over to my neighbor and just be a good neighbor and let him use it?
I don't know how your neighbor would react, but I'm sure he'd be... I don't know. I'll let you decide that, Dave.
Okay, Hannah.
You know your neighbor better than I know him.
Let's move along.
You probably should just go over and run it for you. I'm a pretty busy guy,
I know.
Don't encourage him to do that, then I'll get a bill.
Well, it's not like you pay it or anything.
Well, that's a good point.
That's true.
That's a good point, Ryan.
I'm still not paid for the first lawn. His first time I mowed his lawn. So we were just reading the weather here, Ryan, and it's a little cooler than we might have it in early July, although we're just coming out of June, and we're looking like yesterday 77, overnight low of 53. So we're not getting maybe the heat units that we would normally get, but the gardens, I think, around look pretty good.
Yeah, for the most part. It's kind of surprising how cool it is. And we have a little camper without an air conditioner, and looked at the forecast this weekend and thought, well, might as well go around here somewhere maybe, and instead of heading toward the mountains. But we'd like to see a little bit more heat on stuff, but I think everything's doing fairly well. Seeing some tomatoes curl because of the big rains we're getting. That's pretty common this time of year, I think, but most of the time, if you're patient, they come out of it pretty good and still produce. So
okay, but, I think we can knock on wood compared to our neighbors to the south with the hailstorm last early Saturday morning. That was devastating the crops and so forth. So this time of year, if we lose most of our garden plants, we're kind of out of luck.
It's been, we had that one back in 1st of June into May, but that kind of wiped us out on vegetables after that. But and some of the plants are pretty resilient, and some of them came back. I mean, if you had a tomato plant or something break off the ground, probably not going to come back.
Right.
It was kind of early enough that some of the plants were able to come out of that. So,
Okay. All right. Still time, I suppose, if you wanted to put in some more radishes and some of those sorts of things, you could still get another crop. Some people double crop their gardens anyway, right?
Yeah, and some radishes you could plant them now, I think, but some people usually start some of their fall crops maybe in later August.
Oh, really?
But
okay.
So, and I don't know. I was just talking to Liz last night. As cool as it is now, you kind of wonder if we're going to have a longer, hotter fall time maybe. So I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist by no means, but
they don't always get it right. So.
I was going to say they don't know either, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, it would be nice to kind of stretch that growing season out a little bit. For everybody, including the farmers out there.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to reveal at this time that my wife and I purchased some of the wonderful furniture that you sell, and you brought it over, and we've been sitting out in the evenings, and I've fallen in love with the rocker.
That's a good one.
The rocker's good. You can lean back, lean forward, eat your hamburger, lean back, and it's very comfortable. But it really did match up nicely. We're very happy with it.
Good.
You know that. And we went with the standard table height with, 6 chairs?
6 chairs, yeah.
6 chairs?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Problem is we don't have any friends. So
I was just going to say, I'm so glad I've been invited over.
I hope Hannah will come over.
Maybe you should invite your neighbor over.
Thank you.
Well, I would if we could get along long enough to sit around the table. But talk about your furniture just a little bit, because it's an investment.
It is.
But it's so nice and sturdy and heavy. and it's going to last a long, long time.
Yeah, it's Amish made. It's 100% recycled plastic, stainless steel components. The colors stay vibrant. It's not going to fade, rot, crack. It is super comfortable. The builders that we work with have a curved seating in them, and that's kind of what sells it, I think. This spring we brought in a couple other pieces from different builders, and thinking that we'd add to our lines a little bit, and it's been kind of interesting the comments people make when they sit down in it. We've actually probably sold, having those other products there has probably sold more of what we were selling originally. So
because they can compare.
Yeah. And see the comfort in not only the comfort, but how it's made and what it looks like, So I had a guy sit down in some chairs the other day, and he goes, "Yeah, these aren't made as well as those." You can just tell the construction of them. Yeah. So not that the other's a bad product, but when we started doing this and was looking to work directly with the Amish builder, we thought, well, if they won't work with us directly, we'll just find another, avenue to go down, and we looked at several other different brands or builders and came back and to these guys because of the comfort and the quality of it. So,
but the other side of it is that you're so versatile on the color matchup. If you happen to have a spot on the patio beside a building or a garage that's a particular color, or you have a color scheme with your home, you guys have all the options to match that up, which really makes it look nice. And
yeah. There's a lot of different color options, a lot of different seating options. Depending on what you want or what you're looking for there. But 3 different heights of tables, 2 different styles, the mission style or the cottage style. Cottage style is probably the most popular, but just lots of different things we can do as far as that goes. We're carrying quite a bit of stuff in stock right now. Everything, the stuff we have at the store isn't even everything we have. We have storage with
off-site
other stuff in it. So
check it out, folks. Even if it's something you're going to do next spring, come take a look at it. Delivery time on it for us was like what, 4 weeks?
4 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of got in there on we tell people 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So depending on how it's going. So.
Well, it's something people I hope will continue to take a look at, because it's quality and it's going to be something that you can enjoy for a long, long time. And I hope that Hannah will come over and sit with us in the back patio, because Hannah, my wife has a few friends. I don't have any friends I ever had. I lost, and so I'd like you to come over and fill a seat and sit around and talk a little bit.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have grass coming through the sidewalks where those chairs would be sitting?
Boy, I like you.
That might be a deal breaker.
Oh, man. You have a future in this business.
She does.
Let me tell you.
I'm going to kind of show you why I don't have any friends. Okay. No, my wife takes care of that.
There you go.
Actually, it's in pretty good shape right now. It'd be a good time for you to come over. We did the hens and chickens the other day and kind of made it look a little better when Ryan was there. I bet he thought, oh my God, they don't do anything around here. So anything else you wanted to highlight?
All our annuals and stuff are on sale right now, 40% off. Stuff in the main greenhouse, like flowers for that sort of thing. We'll be running that for a while till we kind of run out of stuff there. I think Crazy Days is coming up next week. Or something like that. Yep. We're going to participate in those sales. Probably have some tables out front with pottery and some different different stuff out there. So we'll kind of be looking for that next week. But of course, we got trees, shrubs, perennials, everything for the, do-it-yourself landscaping projects and rock and mulch. So we're stocked up there.
Also, Hannah, this is worth noting that the garden center's a year-round garden center. A lot of them close up in the fall and don't open up till spring, but Ryan and Liz stay open all year long. Of course, they have the furniture now, but you've done that pretty much from the get-go.
Yep.
Yeah. So
we've stayed open.
I think that's, as in economic development, that's kind of important to be there when people come to the door, and so you can go check it out 7 days a week right now. Now, you on your summer hours?
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
We getting through June, we're going to be take a day off on Sundays now. And
okay, so we're in July, so Sunday's closed.
Yep.
Okay.
So Monday through Saturday.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you ever get a chance and you whip up some brisket, come on over. You can try out the new table over there.
Okay.
See, that's another reason I don't have any friends, Hannah. Now, you don't have a comment on that?
I have to process first, and then we'll get back to you.
Okay. We'll take a time out with these words and thank Ryan Anderson from the Garden Center for coming in today. They are open 6 days a week, year-round. And by the way, they're easy to find. Just turn at the dollar store out on the east end of town near Tumbleweed and go a block south, and you'll find it, right?
Yep.
Facebook, very active on Facebook as well.
Facebook for both Prairie Patio Furniture and the Garden Center. So.
Okay. All right, very good. We'll take a quick break.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Hi, Central Nebraska. This is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. As a part of our constant search for great ways to serve our customers, I'm excited to announce that Lori Pandorf-Leeper has joined our team in Callaway as an experienced licensed agent. So whether you're needing new home, auto, business, farm, ranch, or life and health insurance, or maybe you're just checking in on your current coverage options, reach out to Liana, Chip, or Lori at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5 step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
No, there ain't nothing like the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Just want to let you know that I love the show.
I love what you guys are doing in the morning. It makes my day so much better.
KCNI KBBN Radio.
8:25. As we continue along, we remind you that we'll be broadcasting live from Myrna today. Talk about Heritage Days. Also, sometime along the way, we'll give you a chance to register for the $75 cash prize that will be given away on the show this Friday. So stick around for that. Right now, Katrina is here from Custer Federal State Bank, and we still have Hannah with us from Bartlett. Bassett. I knew I'd get that wrong. I got it wrong the first time, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Now, that makes me feel bad. My apologies. What do you say, Katrina?
Does it really?
Yeah, it does, because I'd actually thought about that before Hannah came today. I was going to get the town right, but at least I got her name right. I'm pretty happy about that.
That's true.
Yeah. So.
I don't know if I'd be here if you got the name wrong.
Oh. Okay, now we know. So, Hannah, you need any money?
Sure.
All right. Custer Federal can lend you some money if you have some collateral. or maybe your parents will co-sign with you. Do you do student loans?
No.
No. You do houses?
I do houses.
Okay, all right. I thought you did houses.
Yes.
Okay. Was that what you want to talk about today?
Sure.
Okay. What's going on with housing right now? Is it kind of, I know it's slowed down, but I still see some sold signs on some property out there.
There's still, I mean, there's definitely houses to be bought, but they're still moving pretty quickly for the most part.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Well, let's just put Hannah in the position that she would want to, and I know she does, come to work at KCNI KBBN as our news director, and she would be needing a place to live, and she would rather not rent. She would rather make a purchase. Would she come and see you?
Yeah.
Right.
She's a first-time home buyer, I'm sure, too. And
okay. So what questions and what conversation would you have with Hannah?
Oh, we would go through her financials. She would bring her W-2 or pay stubs, tax returns if you are self-employed, and then we would just decide which program is the best for you, if you just want to go the conventional route, or if you want to go first-time home buyer, or if you need home buyer assistance. There is also that. The grant funds are gone, but NIFA still lets you do a second mortgage with 1% for 10 years on a 5% down payment.
Okay. And Hannah, would you have any questions that you would ask?
I guess I would ask how long all of this process would take. Is it a complicated process or?
No, because I make it easy, right?
That's what I was going to ask next. I'm sure that you would
the longest thing is getting the appraisal done. That's what takes by far. I mean, they're quick, but it still takes some time, a couple weeks. So I always tell people 45 days to 60 is what you can lock an interest rate in for 60 days. So.
Well, if Hannah was the news director at that time, she'd be off probation here. So then that would work out just about right.
Right. Yeah.
Hypothetically. Hypothetically, if I was the news director.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I see where he's going with this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hedge my way along, but I think the world is wide open to Hannah. She probably has all sorts of things she might want to try, but we're here, Hannah, if you want to come here.
And Katrina's here, too.
And Katrina's here, and she could set you up to buy a house.
Or a car.
Or a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. She probably knows where some nice pets are to put into your house.
Nice pets.
Do you do
Sure.
Okay. Did you have a particular subject you wanted to talk about today?
No, it just the housing market and home loans. And
all right.
Yeah.
And, of course, just to kind of update you, Hannah, Brent worked at Custer Federal State Bank for a period of time. So these guys have history.
Then he took him. Bum, bum, bum.
I didn't really take him. I just...
yes, you did. You took him back.
I took him back. He'd been here like 12 times before that.
Yeah. I just keep coming back.
For some reason, he keeps going back.
And there's many times I wonder why. Why did I come back?
You have questioned it.
Yeah. Of course, you have the branch in Kearney.
Yes.
And I believe that you kind of handle home loans in the Kearney area, too.
I go back and forth.
Yeah. Kind of talk about the different dynamic, because it is a different dynamic when you're dealing with more of a rural area like Broken Bow is, and then the Kearney area. Just talk a little bit about that dynamic for you.
At first I wasn't for sure how I was going to enjoy the difference of it, but it's actually really fun to see just I don't have a lot of first-time home buyers in Kearney as I do Broken Bow, but I have a lot of, the market's just a lot stronger down there. I mean, your housing market's a lot higher priced, but it's fun to meet different people and to just be able to put them in the homes that they have dreamt of. And the interest rates several years ago got so low that a lot of people aren't wanting to refinance but there's still people wanting to purchase homes. And Yeah, the interest rates are higher than what that was several years ago, but they've decided that it's now. I mean, they're not changing, so they may as well just bite the bullet and purchase the house instead. Yeah, I really do enjoy the karting market too, just as much as I do the Broken Bow one. I've met a lot of neat people down there too. But like you said, the market's it is different. Mm-hmm. There are not a lot of houses to be bought down there. They go really fast.
And they have been doing that for a long time, haven't they?
Yes.
Katrina, is there a type of loan that when you have a discussion about first-time home owner, or we're going to go ahead and buy now, even though the interest rate was nicer before, maybe if it ever goes down again, we can refinance. Is there any loans that do not allow you to do that? I mean, is that a conversation you have if people say, well, can I refinance this later?
Oh, yeah, you can refinance it later.
Okay, so there's not a loan that won't allow you to do that.
Right.
Okay.
First-time home buyer right now, like NIFA, I think yesterday was 6.75, which, I mean, really is pretty decent.
I was going to say, historically,
yes,
that's not bad.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of shuffled between 6.5 to 6.75, and that's the first-time home buyers. But also, there's a program within NIFA, too, that is called the Welcome Home Program, which you don't have to be a first-time home buyer for that. And you can still get assistance for the down payment. Obviously, that's the 5% of the purchase price, and you pay it back with 1% over 10 years. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the people that have bought a home and still can qualify in their, you know, salary ranges, that's also an option that I've been doing too, that the interest rates are a little bit better still, but they needed that assistance, and they got the assistance, and it's nice. That 1% is helpful.
Sure.
So, yeah. The program's a great program for people that need it, but like I said, the conventional way is still also a good one too. So.
Okay, and of course at Custer Federal and both banks, you have all full service. I mean, Custer Federal's been a full service bank forever, as far as I know, and it's changed a lot.
100 years.
Is it going to be 100?
I think in the next year.
Next year or so, 100 years of service?
I think so.
That's pretty amazing. And I think the amount of changes that have happened in 100 years would scare you.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know from talking with other members of the bank, you know, fraud protection and the digital banking and online banking, and you don't see as many cars in front of banks as you did 25 years ago, because you don't have to go to the bank to do your banking, and so that's a good thing, especially as busy as people are these days, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there 10 years, and I can remember everybody's payday when they got a check and when they would go. I mean, the drive-through was always backed up. I mean, it still is, but
it's still
everybody
busy.
has the online stuff too, which is good.
Yeah. I have some data on people who still write checks that I had looked up this morning, or actually came in on our prep material. So there's still a lot of people that prefer checks, aren't there?
Mm-hmm. My dad probably being one of them.
I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, I don't think my dad owns a card.
So Hannah, when do you do banking with checks, or do you take a picture of the check, or do you just use debit cards or credit cards?
I guess I mostly use my debit card, but if I had to choose, like using like the digital checks or like the paper checks, I would still do the paper checks.
Mm-hmm. See, and I think that data that I had is kind of surprising with some of the younger folks who still more comfortable with paper
trail.
Paper trail, yeah. I guess the only thing that can happen with a check is they can still wash them, you know, if you change your signature, change the amount, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, digital seems like it would be there's a lot of different things going on there. You know, when you get a call and they say it's, you know, your mom gets a call and they say I'm your grandson and I'm stranded in New York City, send me some money, you know. That's the world we live in, right?
It is. Yeah, you always have to be prepared and protected a little bit.
What's the music today at Custer Federal? Do you know what Mr.
Today, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. Thursdays are country because it's cow sale day.
Oh.
So it's always been country on Thursdays. I don't know. He does a pretty good job of mixing it up.
It's something a little different every day, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some days him and Scott are in there discussing the music that I have no idea about. But it's fine.
Yes, great. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. And did you guys want to talk any old school stuff back when you were working together?
No, we'll leave those stories alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks,
Sabrina. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll take this time out here on The Breakfast Show.
Exciting news. New garden flags, mailbox covers, and accent magnets are at Varney Pharmacy. They all feature beautiful summer colors and pictures. If a flag holder is what you need, they have 2 heights to choose from, including 28-inch and 42-inch. There are also options for mounting to a porch, post, or deck. For accent magnets, easels are in stock too. Remember, Varney Pharmacy will be closed on the 4th of July, but will be open regular hours the rest of the week in Broken Bow.
Looking for a hidden gem in Nebraska? Visit the Secret Garden in Myrna, a Nebraska passport stop with a delightful variety of annual plants, succulents, home decor, antiques, walk-ins products, and more. Open Fridays 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturdays from 8:30 to 4:30. They also have lunch, smoothies, and cold and hot drinks. Located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna and half a mile north. As Paul said in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. The Secret Garden, where beauty, history, and kindness grow. They'll see you this weekend.
It's pasture time for those cows. Save time and money with a new satellite water monitoring system from Moline Seed and Fence. Monitor every gallon of water and be alerted if your levels fall below your settings. Call today for an appointment for installation. With time saved, you now have time to cross fence pastures and repair and replace fence. Choose from a wide selection of fencing supplies. Creosote post, hedge post, fiberglass post, barbed wire, and so much more at Moline Seed and Fence, located north of Gothenburg. Call today 308-529-0781.
I'm looking through
KCNI Radio at 10:05. So if you want to know more about the band and its performance coming up tomorrow night, join us for Public Affairs this morning at 10:05.
Great invitation. Nice segue on that.
Thank you.
All right, Hannah. What would you like to inform the listening audience of?
All right. Now we are talking about BD, which I believe that is
Becton
Dickinson.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for a great career? Because BD in Broken Bow is hiring, and they would love to have you join their team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. Some benefits include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. You can apply online at bd.com/careers. You can also attend open interviews every Wednesday from 3 to 4 in Broken Bow. Again, that's bd.com/careers, or stop in on Wednesday between 3 and 4.
The audience appreciates your well-read live read, Hannah. Brent?
Oh, it's my turn? Okay, thank you. Hey, let's tell you what's showing at the movies this week at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. They will be open on July 4th. Now, I do want you to know that on July 4th, tomorrow, the show times will be matinees. They'll be in the afternoon, okay? So as we take a look at your schedule for today through Thursday, July 11th, this is what's showing today through Thursday, July 11th at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. First off, don't forget about their summer summer movie series that continues today. They do this every Wednesday. It's sponsored by Markham Construction. And today, on July the 3rd, the movie will be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. That'll show at 2 o'clock today. Just $2 for their summer movie series. So check that out with the kids. That'll be this afternoon showing at 2 o'clock. And then, oh man, they're back. The Minions are back. Gru welcomes a new member to the family as Despicable Me 4 comes to the Fox Theater today. Gru Jr., whose intent is on tormenting his dad. However, their peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when criminal mastermind Maxime Lamal escapes from prison and vows revenge against Gru. Can the Minions help? I bet they can. Despicable Me 4 showing tonight at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow, continuing tomorrow on July 4th, and then into the weekend and into next week. You'll find it at the Fox Theater. Also, Horizon, the Western epic by Kevin Costner, continues to show. That'll be showing tonight on through the holiday weekend as well. And A Quiet Place, Day 1. That will continue to show as well at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. So that's your lineup. Those movies showing Wednesday, July 3rd through Thursday, July 11th. We encourage you to check out their great website. It's watchthefox.com. You'll be able to find the show times for all movies as to when they'll be showing through the holiday tomorrow and through the weekend. So check it out, watchthefox.com. It's the Fox Theater in Broken Bow.
What's today?
Wednesday.
What's for Wednesday?
Oh, yeah, what is for Wednesday?
At Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. Let's see, what's for lunch? That's something that you ask a lot on any day. What's for lunch? What's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique? That's what they're saying. What's for Wednesday? Today only, stop in and Lola will give you 50% off one summer apparel item. You heard right, 50% off one summer item today. Don't miss this amazing deal. It's What's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture, south side of the square, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Stop in today, and Lola will give you 50% off one summer apparel item. That's What's for Wednesday, Chapin's Furniture, Square One Boutique. And, of course, be ready for some great sales coming up on Crazy Days at Chapin's. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah.
All right. Brewbakers, the coffee house in Arnold, which is a historic destination with a full barista bar and gift shop, something for everyone. They are open 8 to 5 Tuesday through Friday and Saturdays from 9 until 3, just closed Mondays. They offer fantastic breakfast food, fresh squeezed lemonade, Consuela handbags, yard decor, fun pickleball sets, and fresh baked goods. Every week they have a customer of the week, so stop in and give yourself a change at a free beverage. Remember, cards are in stock for every occasion too, and we would like to note that they will close at noon on July 4th. Wishing everyone a happy 4th of July.
Very good. Thank you, Hannah. Yes, I think your job interview, you're in. Don't worry. You can work here if you want to.
Good to know. Good to know. I didn't realize this was a job interview, but I'm glad it went well.
It's gone great.
Hey, we want you folks to remember and know about Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow. It's a great care facility that specializes in care for people battling Alzheimer's and dementia care. It's an assisted living facility, Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow, where residents can thrive and live an active lifestyle. Activities can bring about a feeling and sense of self-worth and well-being. Some daily stimulating and physical activities include movies, music, crafts, games, exercising, and gardening. So give them a call today to find out more about their services. 872-6387, 872-6387. That's Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow.
All right. We have one more?
I want to remind you folks about what they have going on at the Den Senior Center in Comstock. It's a big day tomorrow in Comstock. They always have their big 4th of July celebration. And during the day, the Den Senior Center in Comstock is going to be serving hot dogs, Polish dogs, sloppy joes, and homemade ice cream. They're also going to have some auction items that you can bid on. It'll be silent auction, and that'll go until 3 o'clock. That's when the bids will end. It's a fundraiser to raise money for the function of the Senior Center in Comstock. So when you're in Comstock tomorrow for the 4th of July celebration, make sure you stop in to the Den Senior Center in Comstock for their special fundraiser, as they'll have a silent auction going on until 3, and then serving hot dogs, Polish dogs, sloppy joes, and homemade ice cream.
We'll take a quick break.
Cattle producers, Arrow Seed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. Arrow Seed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at Arrow Seed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from Arrow Seed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
Convenience. It's something we all look for in our day-to-day life, and sometimes it can be hard to find. Fortunately for you, you can stop looking for more convenient ways to bank. At Bruning Bank, our online and mobile banking is there whenever you need it to make sure your finances are in order. From keeping tabs on your account to setting up spending controls when you're on vacation, you are in control. And with a lot of the scams and fraud in today's world, you can look at the checks you write, transactions on your account, and set up alerts. It's time to build, grow, and thrive. Call Bruning Bank today. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Aero Aviation, let us take control.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
It is 8:53. Brent has discovered he has one more live read, and Hannah's going to be leaving us here in just a little bit to head to Myrna for the Myrna Heritage Days remote so she can experience that. I was talking with Hannah during the break, kind of asking seriously what she might think about doing when she gets her graduation behind her. You thinking about any more school once you graduate, like a master's or anything like that, Hannah?
I've definitely thought about it. I think I'll probably wait a couple years, or at least get settled wherever that is, and then see if we want to pursue anything else.
Yeah. You've been working some in newspaper. I assume radio people are cooler than newspaper people.
Brent over here is pretty cool. I mean, He's made a pretty good impression.
Man, I like you. Oh, Hannah, you're the best. I'm so glad Dave invited you in today. Rarely do I have someone on my side. This is great. Thank you.
You're all right, too, Dave.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome. Hey, Dawson County Fair is coming up. We want to make sure you're aware of that. It's going to be in Lexington, of course, Dawson County Fairgrounds, July 17th through July 21st, the days of the Dawson County Fair 2024. The carnival will be there. Going to have a carnival on the Midway all 5 nights. One of their big events is the Platte Valley Auto Rodeo, and that'll be Friday, July 19th, and also Saturday, July 20th at the Dawson County Arena at the Fairgrounds. Showtime 8 p.m. on Friday, July 19th, Saturday, July 20th. And with your rodeo admission on those nights, free barbecue.
Ooh, that's
so there you go. The Outlaw Tractor Pull will be another featured event. That'll be on Sunday, July 21st. 5 o'clock at the Dawson County Raceway. Military Appreciation Day that day as well. Free admission for all service members. They'll have a show and shine car show as part of the fair on Sunday, July 21st from noon until 4 at the west end of the fairgrounds. And they'll have some live entertainment going on as well, featuring Nate Kime, Full Denim Jacket, DJ Lopez, formerly 3, and Dave Lerbacken will be some of the performing artists for their live entertainment during the Dawson County Fair in Lexington, July 17th through July 21st.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent. That takes care of our live reads. And again, before we close the show today, we're going to be giving you a chance to get registered for the $75 cash prize we'll give away on Friday. Bassett, right?
Yes.
So doesn't Bassett have a big farm show every year?
They have the expo.
Expo, yeah. That's pretty big, isn't it?
It is. No, a lot of people come to it.
Yeah. I think they've had music entertainment along with that over the years as well, as I remember. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. How big is Bassett?
Gosh, I'd say it's probably about 800. I know it's changed quite a bit, like over the last couple of years, but
yeah.
I'd say around 800.
Well, the community, that's a pretty good sized community in the Sandhills, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you went to school all the way through there?
Yep.
Kindergarten up through senior? And
yep.
Yeah.
All the way.
Good. Brent.
Yes, Dave?
I would lend you the tool to clean your driveway up on that grassy mess there. I'd do that for you. Now, if you want me to run it, I would have to charge you something for it.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, I mean, doesn't that seem fair to you, Hannah?
I'm just thinking that he's your neighbor after all. I never would have guessed that with the whole debacle about the sidewalks and the grass.
I know. We try to get along. See, I've been living in that community part of the town for years and years and years and years. Here comes Brent, and he tries to change things up. He doesn't obey all the rules, Hannah.
Are those your rules, or whose rules are they that he doesn't obey?
Well, they're neighborhood rules.
I don't have anything to say. I just, you just sit here and take it sometimes.
So, Hannah, you're going to be going up to Myrna. I bet you some of the people that you see there you've already met, but it'll be a chance for you to meet some other folks. And then you can come back after, and either Jeremy or I will kind of give you a little tour, a quick tour here, and then you're going to take off for home so you can celebrate the 4th with your family. But please come back and join us on the breakfast show, or if you want to take a look at a little deeper into how we do our Sandhills Express website and all that sort of thing, you're welcome to.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, all right. So is your family big on fireworks?
I know my dad is. My mom doesn't really care for them too much, but...
Sounds about right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks. We'll talk to you later when you get back from Myrna, okay?
Yep, thank you.
All right. You're welcome over anytime. to the house and try out the new table and chair set, and I can show you around the neighborhood and some of the guidelines we have there. News right after these words.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
My day starts right.
With Dave and Brent.
The warm season is here. Feeling motivated to get some projects done? Your first stop should be Ansley Lumber and Supply. If you aren't as motivated as you'd like to be, when you see the quality products and materials they sell to put on your home, you'll be ready to go. Composite decking from TimberTech and Armadillo will stand the test of time. Pella and Marvin windows will keep the outside air out and the inside air in. Top it all with Tamco Titan XT roofing, tough like a roof should be. Metal is another option for your barn dominium, shop, or other roof as well. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Nebraska State Bank believes in our strong rural communities. We believe in our local ag producers and their capacity for innovation and growth. At Nebraska State Bank, we work hard to support our customers' growth, and that means growing ourselves as well. We offer a variety of banking products to make banking easier, especially during busy times, such as making payments online, signing loan documents digitally, or mobile depositing a check. These are just a few ways we can help simplify your life. Visit nesb.bank or call any of our branches to learn more about how we can make banking easier for you. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Biden meets with Democratic governors today to try to quiet fears over his shaky debate performance and talk it'll hurt his chances of beating Donald Trump in November. CBS's Aaron Navarro.
This comes after governors have expressed some concerns in a private call about President Biden's debate performance and how to impact his campaign.
Our new CBS poll finds the nominees are functionally tied, with support shifting slightly to Mr. Trump. A Category 4 Hurricane Beryl is expected to pass over Jamaica this morning. This tourist from Philly is hunkered down.
We got some food, we got water, kind of just hope for the best. There's really nothing we can do at this point.
The TSA expects more travelers this holiday weekend than ever before. This woman got to Newark Airport before the sun came up.
I would say leave early, check in early, your bags and everything, online. I'll say like 2:45, to make sure you're here on time.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth. And if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS has raised the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes in recent years. This hits hard if you're behind on your taxes. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. If you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Kevin Wyatt.
Some big NBA news as Adrian Wojnarowski saying LeBron James agreeing to a 2-year, $104 million max contract to return to the Los Angeles Lakers. And the second year of that deal is a player option and includes a full no-trade clause. In tennis at Wimbledon, American star Coco Gauff wins her second-round match in straight sets. Carlos Alcaraz among the notable players in action right now. He is just getting started. They are getting ready to go on the first set over there at the All England Club. Daniil Medvedev trailing his second-round match to Alexandre Moeller. He lost his first set 6-7 and is now trailing 2-love. Major League Baseball last night. It is the Orioles winning the battle of first-place teams against the Mariners 2-0. Yankees lose to the Reds 5-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 83. Southerly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly cloudy skies expected. Tonight, chance of severe thunderstorms. Lows around 59. Chance for storms tomorrow, 77. Partly cloudy skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
9:04, 66 degrees outside under a partly cloudy sky. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. Jeanette Denson is in this morning from Custer Care. Good morning, Jeanette.
Good morning.
Question.
Yes.
Took a little drive kind of around town here the other day and thought, I'm just going to drive by and see how things are going with the remodel. Looks like the cement's all taken care of.
It is, and the walls are going up this
are they?
week. So, yeah.
Good.
We have a couple of walls, and they're there working on it. So, yeah, things are looking better.
Yeah.
If the rest of the house wouldn't quit having problems before that, but, you know, that's how it works.
Yes, houses have a way of doing that.
Yeah,
they
well,
do.
I had them cut the telephone line, and that probably wasn't very good.
Whoops.
Yeah, that
well.
was my fault.
Oh, well, it happens. Things like that happen when you do projects.
Remodeling, yes. Yeah. So,
well, it looks great. It's if you get a chance, folks, drive by and take a look, because it's easier then after you see it to see exactly
visualize
how
what
it's going
to
work.
look like. The parking lot will be great for staff to park up there and anybody that wants to come visit. We have a nice ramp up to the front door now. So, so things are looking good.
Yeah, that ramp looked like that was well done. So,
yeah.
And how many rooms will this add?
This will add 4 rooms for assisted living and then 1 room for respite only.
Okay.
So people, if they need to be gone for a weekend and need a place for their family member to stay, they can do that. And or if they are getting out of the hospital but not quite ready to go home, they can come and stay for a while. So up to 2 weeks, and that room will be just for that.
Okay, just for that purpose.
Yeah, we won't fill it.
Which is a good thing, because that's a need.
It is a big need, and we've always done it if we had a room available, but we haven't had a room available for 2 weeks or for 2 years, so, you know, so we need a respite room.
Yeah, we don't typically ask that question anymore because for about 2 years you have been full.
So, you know, it's been, so, you know, if people want to get on the waiting list for the new rooms, we hope by September, October, we'll have rooms available, so.
All right. Backing up just for a moment, kind of ask you how the tractor event went.
The tractor ride went wonderful. We had 20 tractors, and, you know, they thought it was going to be really hot. Cloud cover came over. It was perfect. 5 minutes after we quit, it started to rain.
Oh, perfect.
So it was a great day. Yeah, it really was. And we really want to thank the people who we went to Dr. Jacobson's house for the morning break. That was wonderful, and such a view up there. And then to,
well, I know you were
Perry Myers'
place, yeah.
Sorry. Went to Perry Myers's for lunch and got to view all their tractors, and the ladies got to view the glassware inside, and then back to Eldon Shipwrights in the afternoon. And so they all had their tables set up. It was wonderful.
Sounds great.
Yeah. We just had really good, and Peggy had enough food for an army, but so we didn't have to worry about running out, and it was great food. So grocery cart, tumbleweed, Trotters, Casey's, they all helped donate food, and BD. So yeah, it was great.
Good. That sounds wonderful.
So
good deal. So switching to another gear here, how about help at the center? Still looking for some people for home health?
Yes, we can always use home care, because every day we get calls about home care. Some of them we can take and some of them we can't, because we have to have the help in that area or a way to get there, you know. So we still need some home care. No matter where you live, there's probably home care in your area, so you don't have to drive a long ways. But we also provide cars to go to if they have to go out of town. So we provide a car for them to go in. So you don't have to use your own car. So, and then Peggy wanted to let you know that we still need a part-time driver.
Part-time driver.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's still trying to keep all the cars on the road every day, all day long.
Going everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it works out really good.
Okay.
So,
very good.
but we got a new activity director. Amy is our new activity director, so that's great, going great, and we'll bring her out to
meet her
after this is her first week, so
Yeah,
she probably needs a little time to,
Yes.
to acclimate.
Exactly. Lean her into that a little bit
right,
at a time. Yeah.
right.
So it's Wednesday. Is it chicken day today?
No, they're having a picnic on the patio today.
Oh, nice.
So they're having sandwiches. I don't know what all they're having, but I know they're making cookies this morning so they can go out on the patio and have a picnic at noon. So
Boy, something going on,
yeah,
isn't there?
right. So they're excuse me, they're looking forward to that. So
Okay, all right. And then, of course, personally, you have been living at baseball fields.
I have, yes, and I will continue the rest of the summer. Sounds like.
Well, that goes way back to the Club family and
yes,
through now the Denson family. Tradition is long, isn't it?
We were talking. My sisters and my brother all got together last week for 3 days to celebrate my sister's 70th birthday.
Oh, man.
And so we were talking about all the ball teams we'd played on.
Yeah. You played on a lot of teams and watched a lot of teams.
Yes.
We're going to let you go so you can...
I don't know why all of a sudden I started coughing, so I apologize. But
that's all right. That's all right. People can stop in and see you anytime at the center, right?
Stop over, see the remodel, and come in and give us we'll give you a tour what we think we're going to have.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
You bet. We'll take a quick time out.
Are you having foot pain that is slowing you down? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you are suffering from plantar fasciitis, foot pain, ankle pain, let Team Physical Therapy know. Team Physical Therapists can also assess your running and walking to help you with your foot and ankle pain and keep you active. Call Team Physical Therapy and see what we can do to help relieve that nagging foot pain. 872-5111.
The Thrive for 75 giveaway is in full swing. Here's where you can come see us next.
4 opportunities for you to get signed up for these cash prizes. On the 4th of July, after the parade in Sumner and in Comstock, come and see us to get signed up and registered. Then on Saturday, after the Oconto Parade and the Myrna Parade, you'll have 2 more opportunities to get signed up.
Drawings every Friday and a grand prize drawing in September. Details on sandhillsexpress.com.
Improve grain quality more efficiently with AGI mixed flow dryers. The dryer's screenless operation and computerized moisture control deliver consistently higher quality grain and heavier test weights per bushel, translating into maximum return on investment. To learn more about energy efficient AGI mixed flow dryers and how they can add profitability to your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com. AGI, we're right there with you.
From grain storage and handling to conditioning and monitoring, AGI is right there with you, supporting your expertise with the largest catalog of industry-leading solutions. All to ensure your grain gets handled properly, you stay safe, and your profits continue to grow. We're AGI, and we're all in. To learn more about how AGI can support your farm, contact your local dealer or visit
haven't gotten a clear answer on any of that, so you just wait. We'll find out what we're looking at.
Well, if there's a special or not, you'll be there for people to come and enjoy food either through the drive-thru or in the dining area and cool off and relax before they go back out shopping. So that works fine too, right?
Absolutely, and we love having that dine-in customer service back up and going. My servers do really great, and then you can't forget about those daytime deliveries as well.
That's right. You've got everything going on out at the Pizza Hut, which at one time, due to COVID, kind of went away, and it was a long, hard haul, but you have made it, Julia. So full service, great food, good service, beverages, it's all there at the Pizza Hut. But it still kind of amazes some people out there that with the Pizza Hut, you think pizza, maybe some pasta, which is all there, but who would have thought that Julia would be talking about French fries? And you have French fries, and they are delicious.
Our French fries are to die for, especially getting them fresh like any other place with French fries. And the lemon pepper seasoning and the Cajun seasoning on them changes up the whole game.
It really does. And kind of just puts a whole new spin on everything, but yet you can go the traditional route as well. So is there something that you wanted to highlight today here on the show that we haven't discussed?
I'm always talking about our parking lot pizzas on Monday. Right now we're only making about 35 a week, and we'd really like to get those numbers up and going. So remember, $9 medium pepperoni or beef pizzas from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on Mondays. We got people waiting out in the parking lot to serve you, and the pizza's ready to go. We've also got 2 medium 3 toppings plus breadsticks in a 2-liter for $29.99. We've got a large 3 topping plus 8 boneless out wings for $25.99. That hut box is staying for $6.99, and that's the personal pan or the melt with your choice of the fries or the wings. And if you haven't had the opportunity yet, the new Tavern Pizza is pretty good.
It sounds good. Talk a little bit, if you wouldn't mind, Julie, about the sodas that you offer at the fountain there to go along with all of that good food.
So we serve Pepsi products, but we do have the Dr. Pepper, the lemonade, and the iced tea as well. We also have strawberry, cherry, and raspberry syrup to go in those. So if you want a little extra flavor on the side, I suggest getting those because we make some really good drinks.
That sounds good. Can you for a moment talk dessert options?
Our desserts get passed up a lot of the time. I don't think people realize how many options we have. We have that chocolate chip cookie that is it's a giant cookie. So is the chocolate chip brownie. But a lot of people don't realize that we have apple pies and chocolate donut bites that come out of our Wing Street. And then we also have the Cinnabons and cinnamon sticks as well.
All right, that sounds delicious. Well,
They did just change the frosting on us. So it is all the cream cheese frosting that goes on top of everything now.
Wow. Sounds good. Sounds great. Pastas are great. Pizza's great. It's all going on at the Pizza Hut. Julia, thanks so much for talking to us, and happy 4th of July to you. Will you be open tomorrow?
I believe we're open all day on the 4th.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Pizza Hut will be open. That's good news.
Yeah.
All right. I think the folks are ready to go in Myrna, it looks like.
Good.
So I'm just going to read the sponsor list and see if Jeremy's there. Going to risk it.
All right.
Thank you to all the sponsors who are making the upcoming remote broadcast from Nebraska State Bank in Myrna possible. That includes the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. Cool off this weekend with DQ. And by the way, they're still hiring at the Dairy Queen. Tri-S Ag, proud to support Myrna's Heritage Days. Nebraska State Bank, with locations in Callaway, Myrna, and 2 locations in Broken Bow. Nebraska State Bank wishes you a safe and enjoyable time at Myrna's Heritage Days this weekend. Trotter's Woe and Go and Trotter Fertilizer in Myrna. Stop in for some cool air, snacks, ice, and refreshments off of Highway 2 and 92. Custer Public Power District, happy to support the communities in which they serve. Nebraska Pasture Door, full embroidery shop right here in Broken Bow. Stop by her tent when you're in Myrna this weekend. Cynthia will be there with items that she has in the store at the tent. Hillary Williams Photography. Call Hillary at 308-870-4620 for a photography session. That's all about you. Dewey's Implement and Welding, where it isn't done until it's done right, and proud to sponsor Myrna's Heritage Days. Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo invite you to stop over for New York strip steaks Saturday night. Proud to support Myrna. Consolidated, their super fast internet can help you find out more information on all the fun activities coming up this summer. And Consolidated is proud to support Myrna's Heritage Days. Downey Well Company, your #1 water source, proud to support Myrna and Heritage Days for over 45 years. Kristen Electric hopes to see you in Myrna this weekend. Blakeman Tree Cutting, call Paul for your tree cutting needs at 308-643-2340. Markham Construction welcomes everyone to Myrna this weekend. The Secret Garden, open every weekend, and you can find her at her shop in downtown Myrna this weekend as well. TNS Signs, call Tony with TNS Signs for all your signage requirements at 308-643-2641. Loud and Proud Fireworks, for the best and most unique fireworks available, from novelties to the kids' selection and the largest sky-filling fireworks guaranteed to be unforgettable. Shop Loud and Proud Fireworks in Broken Bow. Lulu Can Do, if you're in need of some general yard work, mowing, or trimming, call Lori at 308-643-9301. That's 308-643-9301. Eureka Valley Ag inviting you to come to the community center for lunch on Saturday from 11 till 2 to help support the 4-H kids. Call Peter for all your hay equipment needs at 308-643-7212. A reminder, at the end of the show, we're going to give you a chance to register for the $75 prize on Friday in honor of KCNI's 75th anniversary or birthday in September. And that is taking us to the point where we're going to turn it over to Jeremy Shipe at Nebraska State Bank in Myrna. Jeremy?
Go ahead, Tina. All right. Thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are in Myrna. We are at Nebraska State Bank, and we are ready to talk all about a Midwest Mardi Gras. I don't know that I've ever... Has anyone in this room heard of anything named Midwest Mardi Gras before? Those are two things that really don't typically go together, but I feel like they kind of fit in a weird way. So I guess put on your cowboy hat and grab some beads and head to Myrna I'll just leave it at that. It's whether you partake in the bead. I don't know. I went down a bad path there. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we're going to be talking all things Midwest Mardi Gras for Myrna Heritage Days. And if you are listening on the radio, we are live on the St. Hills Express Facebook page as well. If you want to watch this full replay, it is available to you there. All right. Mostly to check mic level and everything, if everyone would pick up a mic in front of them and introduce yourself to our listening and viewing audience. We'll just kind of go around the table, starting with you, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia, Nebraska Pasture Door, embroidery shop downtown.
Okay.
Sherilyn Leth, Myrna Fire Department.
Craig Leth, Myrna Fire Department.
All right. Hannah?
And I'm Hannah. I'm an intern for Custer County Economic Development.
All right. Perfect. Now we're all introduced. Now the question is, who wants to talk to me first?
Go ahead, guys.
Okay. We'll start off by talking with the fire department side of things. First off, should talk about the blessing of rain, right? I know when we're talking about fire department type stuff, rain and soaking things down is really, really big, isn't it? Just in general.
really makes it a lot nicer this year. We don't have our fire danger with our fireworks and stuff like that, so that it's really a blessing. So.
I know in talking to some fireworks sellers at remote broadcasts and things like that over the last couple of weeks, they say it feels great to not feel guilty selling these items and, trying to make a buck and then sending people out to put these fireworks off into dry grass. It just kind of feels a little bit better that way. And you guys are probably looking forward to maybe being able to relax a little bit more this year, right?
Right. There's a lot of work that goes into it without having that weighing on the back of your mind that you might have to spend the rest of the night dealing with the aftermath of it. So
yeah. There's always the safety aspect, of course, and I know that that's a big message that the fire department passes along too each year.
Right. Yeah. That's it's our heritage of celebrating, but also the safety is a big part of it. It's nice if we're still around afterwards.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And you've got some sales going on yourselves, and then you've got the raffle going on as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we've been selling the fireworks since the 25th. So that's one of my main issues of getting on the radio today is to let people know with the holiday in the middle of the week, we are only selling fireworks until tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And then our celebration is, of course, over the weekend, so the fireworks stand won't be open. But we are still selling the raffle tickets, so come on down and get those. On Saturday, we'll have people running around town on our gator selling the raffle tickets as well. So flag us down, or if you see us in the parade, come up to the window. We're going to sell you a raffle ticket so we can get those because we draw right before the fireworks display on Saturday.
That's a good thing to remember because I think a lot of people tie the fireworks sales and the raffle tickets together, but those things are kind of separate, especially
Correct.
When fireworks sales end so much earlier, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we've got some cool things that you could win. That John Deere, it's a Z315E with the bagger, so it's a really nice lawnmower. And then we've got a Traeger Pro 575 grill as well.
And that mower probably doesn't leak oil like mine at home, does it?
No,
Okay.
You should get a raffle ticket.
I should. I'm putting for a small mower, I shouldn't be putting a quart of oil in like every 2 or 3 mowings. That just doesn't seem efficient.
Really not efficient, no.
But yeah, it's been a great raffle over how long has the raffle, that's a loaded question,
It is a
but
loaded
how many
question.
years has the raffle been going on? It's been for a while.
It's been for quite some time that we've
I would say Cynthia might know more than I, because you were on the department a long time ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
a long time. We'll call it that. So swing by and, have some money in your pocket to get your raffle ticket on
Right.
Saturday too, because I
Yep.
know you put some miles on that mower, driving it around, showing it to everybody, and all of us could always. You can always upgrade a mower.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like upgrading a car. Like, would we go and do it ourselves? Maybe not, but we would certainly win it for
Absolutely.
cheap.
For $10, yes.
All right. That's awesome. Other things going on that you two wanted to talk about here this morning?
Just mainly getting the public aware that we're not going to be open over the weekend for the sales, and because I know a lot of people come to town for the Heritage Days and they swing by the fire department thinking that they're going to get some fireworks and the raffle tickets, but we won't have fireworks. So
Talk about your stock of fireworks right now, how sales have kind of been going. Are there some new products and favorites that people like to pick up?
We have done very well this year. Sales have been very good. We've got a little grab tank on the floor with a whole bunch of goodies in it for like 5 or 10 for $5, I think it is, and that has done very well. A lot of the smaller items that the younger kids like, that's a little more safer, have done very well. And then of course we've got some new great big gigantic loud ones that are up on the top shelf that have gone very well. That's about all I know, really. I don't know names and details because they're just flying off the shelf, which is great. And we really appreciate the community supporting us and coming in and buying that stuff instead of going to the big cities. So
Sure. Yeah. And can we talk about the last item on the sheet here? You've, of course, got the watermelon feed going on and then the fireworks as well. So you kind of got fireworks leading into the weekend, and then afterwards, how early does all the coordination of or do you kind of just put it together that night as far as how everything goes off? Or
Well, as the fire department, we're going to be busy with it all day.
Yeah.
The watermelon feed, I believe, starts at 8 is what that is. And we'll be down at the ball field with that, cutting up watermelon. Hopefully, it'll all be gone. You know, it's like we get a bunch of them and we try to supply it to everybody that come around. You know, we're normally set up at the north end of the ball field with it and raffle tickets, and then we'll be setting up. While that's going on, we'll be prepping for the display. that will be afterwards at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's always for our display has always been received well. We try really hard to put out some good items on it, and it's a pretty neat little display. Well, it's not really all that little, I guess, anymore. It's gotten pretty big. It's a pretty good show.
Great, that's awesome. That'll be a lot of fun, and you know, people can't light off their own fireworks past that point, but they can come and watch that great show and enjoy some good food.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But main thing we wanted to let people know was that fireworks sales, just don't forget, the 4th, can lose track of what day it is, especially when it's in the middle of the week. 4th of July is tomorrow, and Heritage Days takes place after that. So go and get your fireworks because you can't sell them after that.
Right.
Yes, it will be open till 10 o'clock tonight and tomorrow. So
okay. Go and empty those shelves out, right?
So
yeah.
we don't have to keep them.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you two. Is there anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to mention?
I don't think so. Just thank you to everybody who's came out and supported the fire department.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, we'll go ahead and grab that one, Cynthia. I want to make, okay. Say hi.
Hi.
If you, okay, you're on that one. All right, there we go. Thank you.
Test.
How's it been going?
Good.
You were saying before we went on the air, you've been plenty busy, right?
Been pretty crazy, yeah.
Smoke coming off those machines in there. They're working so hard.
Yeah, my brain is mush, so.
Now this shows what I know about embroidery, but can you like leave them on like doing a job and in
Some
Broken Bow while you're here? Like they're getting
no.
You can't leave them. Okay.
No,
so
I don't do that.
I knew that was a silly question.
Yeah.
But you can't, because maybe thread starts going everywhere. Something happens.
Well,
you want
usually
to be there for that,
there's sensors that'll shut it off, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But you
No,
don't-
I'm not
you
going
don't
to leave
want
town.
Just sit and forget it.
No.
No.
That wouldn't be good.
All right. See, that's why I'm not in the embroidery business.
Yeah.
You're going to be at Heritage Days.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about kind of your setup and what you've done if people have not run into you here before.
So I think this is my 3rd year as a vendor. They'll have vendors set up downtown. It says here 9:30 to 4. So, and I don't know how many are coming. In the past, we've had, I think, 5 or 6.
Okay.
I know Tara's going to be here with her new trailer. So, yeah. So I'll have about, I think the first year I did just random T-shirts, graphic T-shirts. This year I'm planning to have about 90% coyote apparel, between hats and shirts, sweatshirts, that kind of stuff. So anything mascot related.
Okay, and people can obviously buy those items, but they can also talk to you about your capabilities or order with you if they've got an idea in their mind about what they want, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot more team apparel as far as like camps, and I've done a lot of businesses lately, team shirts, business shirts, so.
Team socks? You embroider socks? A lot of that?
You know, I haven't done socks yet. That's about the only thing I haven't done yet is socks, so yeah.
I don't know. That's probably another one of those
That's
things that
kinda
shows
weird.
my age.
That's kind of weird, Jeremy.
We had team socks when I played basketball.
Embroidered?
Yeah, maybe we left that. Yeah, we left that in the early 2000s. So they don't do that in the modern day anymore for some reason.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And just stop by and check it out. You're going to have a like you said, a lot of coyote apparel.
Yeah, just stop by the tent or stop by the shop. I'm in Broken Bow on the square. I still find people that don't know that. I mean, on the square on the west side in between H&R Block and Costa's. And I carry a lot of mascot apparel, I've got everybody's logo in Custer County, and then now I've got quite a few outside of Custer County. So yeah.
Okay, swing by. You might have something on the rack that
I
people
do have
can
a few
pick
things
up
on the
right
rack.
away,
Yep.
and then
I try to carry mascot hats all the time. I always have coyote hats. Everybody walks in and says, "Why do you have so much coyote stuff?" Because I'm a graduate of Selma Myrna. My mom graduated from here, and all my kids have. So yeah.
Okay. Speaking of graduates and kids,
yeah,
Timmy is what age now?
He's going to be a freshman.
And he's, based on the last time I saw him, he's about 6'8" now, right?
Yeah.
Now,
he's over 6 foot. He's just turned 15, and he's a little sports freak. So
okay,
track.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, get your sports stuff and get it embroidered.
I'm gearing up for myself. I don't know about everybody else, but yeah, stop by and get it.
Okay, sounds good. Anything I didn't ask you about you wanted to mention? Just come and see you during
Just
Heritage
come and
Days.
see us, yeah. Looks like a full lineup. I've been on the committee before. I'm not now, but yeah, looks like a good lineup for everybody.
Okay.
And the fireman's show is always a great show. So
They like the loud stuff.
yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Have fun with your embroidery machine. You got to keep that thing busy, right? You got to turn it on today, huh?
It goes all the time, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, keep it oiled up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And we're going to be going through this full schedule here and talking about everything Midwest Mardi Gras, Marin Heritage Days going on this weekend. Hannah, I'll go ahead and just have you grab that microphone there. And we'll kind of talk, and maybe we'll ask everyone else here about a couple of these things as well. I've seen a lot of these different things over the years, and also have let's see here. I couldn't read that from a clear. Oh, Christy's on her way. Okay, she's going to come and talk. We're got Christy on the committee, and she's going to help us talk about some of these items as well, coming from Broken Bow. So. Let's see. Let's start on Friday. We've got the AM Foundation Banquet, and I know that everyone here at this, I have not myself been to the Foundation Banquet, but does anyone want to kind of speak on that a little bit, kind of how that all goes down or anything? I know that's kind of a tough question, but the words foundation and bank, you're going to be enjoying time with friends and family, and then you're going to be also supporting the AM Foundation. That's always a great way for everyone to get together on Friday.
Yeah, it's a good time. I've been a few times, so.
Great. So if anyone is interested in more information on that, you can talk to Lori. Her number is 643-9301. Now, they've got a social hour. It starts at 5:30, and then, of course, all of the pageantry continues on after that. You can also go to a-mfoundation.com for more information on that. And I know that when it comes to these area celebrations and things like that, people a lot of the time don't know what they should go to or not go to if they're from outside of the community. I don't know that I've ever run into a situation where there's an alumni banquet or a barbecue or something where people say, oh, no, you can't come if you're just show up. Yeah. They would love to have you there. I think that's the number one thing to remember. Check in on Saturday. We go to Saturday for the fun run and walk. Check-in starts at 7:45, and then I always need a refuel after a fun run and walk. So they've got the free pancake feed going on at the school immediately after that. That's sponsored by the AM School Board and admin. That starts at 8 o'clock. So go and check that out as well, folks. Runners or walkers around this table?
Neither one.
Neither one? Okay.
Runner.
All right. Well, what I've been running into at other community celebrations is they have like the sand volleyball tournament nowadays, and then that great invention known as cornhole that came up about 10 years ago. They've got the tournament running at the same time as that. So whether you want your feet to leave the ground or you just want to stand and throw something and swing your arm, you've got those options. So that's always good. But yeah, fill up on pancakes after the fun run and walk. And then the parade registration and lineup starts. Now that kind of just happens over by the school. I never know what specific place to drive. I just kind of drive that direction until someone points me where to go.
You register at the school in the commons area.
In the commons area.
They line up around the school.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Are you taking an embroidery machine through the parade?
No.
No, not going to move that?
No.
If you move that, or it's still in its same place in your shop as where you put it, right? Because those are so heavy. I mean, you don't want to move. I remember talking to you guys when you had first moved in there.
Right.
It's a task.
It is a huge task. It takes about 4 guys to move that thing. So I was across from the high school here in town for about a year until we found a spot in Broken Bow, and it is quite a task to move it. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So it's not like moving a refrigerator or something, you know? Okay. No. All right. Sounds good. So no embroidery machine in the parade. All right. Sounds good. Concessions from the Secret Garden, downtown Main Street. Always good to grab one of those up and have it in your hand as you walk around and check out the craft vendors and the street fair. 9:30 to 4 is when that's going on. Be really cool to see. You don't want to go home with as much stuff as you came here with, right?
I'd rather sell what I bring.
Okay. So, and I would venture to guess that that's going to be the same way that all of the other vendors feel as well.
Right.
Go and shop with them, check it all out, and do some business with them. They would love to see you down there. Kind of the main thing to know is just go to Main Street at any point during this entire schedule, and you'll find what's going on. Hi, Christy.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thanks.
How was your drive?
Oh, pretty fast, honestly.
Okay, well, good to see you here, and appreciate your help in kind of saving me here as a member of the committee. I'm at the parade.
Sure. Now, I did want to touch on just what's happening tonight. Have you talked on the Little Miss Heritage Days pageant at all?
I did not, no.
So that's what we thought was going to be kind of fun to have a remote today to promote that. This is the second year we're doing a Little Miss Heritage Days pageant. The girls are from 2nd and 3rd grade in AM, so they've already had to sign up. But tonight is when you can come and watch it, and it's just a little pageant that we have put together, and they'll get prizes, and then you'll see them in the parade on Saturday as well. So that's a fun thing going on tonight at the AM activities building just outside in the playground area, and that starts at 6.
Okay, so bring a chair maybe?
Yeah, bring your chairs. That'd be good. Sit on a blanket on the grass, but it would be nice if you could bring a chair.
Okay, that sounds good. So that's going on tonight starting at 6, and then parade and then kind of cruise into Friday. Do you want to talk about the AM Foundation banquet at all, or did I kind of hit on the main things on that?
Nope, you did good on that. I really am not involved with that or the planning, so just that's on Friday, and social hour starting at 5:30. So
okay.
So they had some great donations. Yeah, they do have a lot of great prizes, and I think you can check them out on the Facebook page that they have. So
okay, yep. And then again, Lori's number is 643-9301 if you have any questions on that as well.
Yeah.
Runner, walker, Christy. That's the question I asked you.
Well, I'm a walker.
Okay. All right, walker. All right. Sounds good. Parade going to be going. Plenty of people walking through the parade. The raffle. We're driving the lawnmower through the parade again. I know I'm always ready for that. So. Parade's going to be going on Main Street starting at 10 o'clock. We talked kind of about showing up and getting registered.
We do have a registration form online as well. If you want to go to our Facebook page of the Myrna Heritage Days, we have the form on there. You can get it filled out and bring it that morning. But otherwise, you can just show up and we'll have the forms and you can get registered.
And it's kind of just a flow in line sort of thing when you show up.
Yep.
But earlier rather than later kind of causes there not to be a bottleneck of people, right?
Yeah, we do give the advantage to those that show up early. They'll be the first to go through. So
okay, all right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Softball tournament, that's going to be following the parade. That's always a fun time as well.
Yeah, down at our softball field. I don't know a lot about it as far as how many teams we have, but that is something we're trying to bring back. So that will be starting after the parade.
Okay, that sounds good. And then the big thing about these community celebrations that I've learned over the years is food is very important. You always got to take your time, get together, and those are kind of the community gathering times. And that's certainly the case when it comes to Myrna each year and the lunch at the community center. That's going to be going on for late morning on into early afternoon.
Correct, and that is put on by the Four Corners 4-H Club helps us with that, so then we're able to both of us benefit from it. It's a moneymaker for them and us, then that helps us at the lunch, and that's 11 to 2 at the community center.
Okay.
And then after that, once the parade is over, we do have that's when our lineup starts we'll have the pedal tractor pull starting, and that's always downtown Main Street. We plan to do a basketball skills challenge, which is right there with the basketball court. And then we have inflatables and the putt mini golf, water activities, a dunk tank, and face painting. That's all going to be going on in the afternoon, as well as we have a fun photo booth that'll be set up inside the community center. Just fun. We'll have props and stuff, and you can take the picture and it goes right to your phone.
Okay.
So that's kind of a fun thing.
Correct me, just kind of backing up a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to the pedal tractor pull, when it comes to that, kids can qualify for state. Is that how that works?
Yep,
right?
that is the one that they'll
state.
qualify for and they think they compete out the state fair if they get that far. So.
Okay, so go and sign up for that. That's fun, and lots of different age categories and things like that too. Those are, they do a lot of them, so it's run really, really well.
Yep.
So go and check that out.
Yes.
Okay. Kids races and games going on at the library yard as well. Again, it's worth mentioning all of this is kind of mostly taking on right along Main Street.
Right. You'll be able to find everything. We've kept it all kind of centered around the community center and the park area there. And so you should be able to find everything. We have a map that we'll have outside the community building. We always put up so that if you're ever in trouble finding, or just ask one of us and we can direct you to where you need to be.
Okay. Did you draw the map?
No.
Who's the map drawer?
Hillary.
Oh, Hillary draws the map. Okay.
Hillary's got that map lined up. So.
Okay, sounds good. And then also going on at the library yard, big and little races.
So that's something new that we're trying this year. Just throwing, we just called them big little races because we want an adult or, an older child with a little child. And we're going to do some fun things like maybe wheelbarrow races, where you have to hold the legs of the one and they run down or walk with their arms down. So a big and a little. And we also have blankets where we've seen a new idea where they can pull the little one on the blanket and they have to race with them. So some fun ideas we've got started. So just find a big and a little, and that will be at 2:00.
Okay. And then a classic bingo.
Yes. People love our bingo, so we've got tons of prizes that are always donated. So bingo starts at 2:00. We kind of wrap that up about 3:30, and then that's just in time for the ping pong ball drop that we always do right there in the library yard or right there near the community center as well.
And if someone's not seen the ping pong ball drop before, it's kind of, the wording is kind of, you would venture to guess, Hannah, that ping pong balls drop, right? During that?
I would assume so if it says ping pong ball drop.
Okay. They drop once we shoot them from the bucket.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Ours we just shoot them out from a air gun type thing from a bucket. I believe it's for 12 and under is the age we kind of go with on that. So then you grab your ping pong balls and we turn them in. You got little money, quarter, nickel, dime prizes. So
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of talk about food and entertainment from here on out for the rest of the day. Alumni barbecue is happening at the park, and I know that's always very well received. We've got some really good barbecue in this area.
Yes, it is always good. The barbecue, and then we will have cornhole boards available there. We don't really have a tournament lined up, but they're going to be there for you to entertain kids or adults alike and play cornhole up until the watermelon feed that starts at 8 that the firemen talked about, and then the fireworks to end the night.
Okay, that sounds good. I was going to ask, any idea on how many watermelons you usually buy?
15 to 20 watermelons that we're planning on.
That is a good healthy amount of watermelon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll need help.
Yeah, need help eating it. So show up and help eat that watermelon. Full schedule.
It is.
There's some new items, as we were talking along it that we mentioned, but hopefully we'll see everything kind of continue to expand. And I know the board's been working hard on this for a while, and I hear Christy making phone calls and stuff like that, and they kind of ramp up in intensity as you get a little bit closer, but it takes many hands to make this work, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we've been fortunate. We put out a plea this year and needed help, and we've had some extra volunteers come forward, and they've helped us plan some new things. So we've appreciated that, and hopefully everyone has a fun day.
Okay, sounds good. So grab your chair, grab your son. What's the weather? I haven't even looked at the weather very closely for Saturday, but it's usually a good idea. Toss maybe more bug spray rather than I don't know about anybody else, but I've been getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Yeah. But a lot of that going on this year, maybe just as much that as the sunscreen this time around. But grab your chair and head to the Midwest Mardi Gras.
Yeah. One more thing to mention is our T-shirts they were new last year that we come up with a neat design. You actually helped us design it. Our T-shirts for the Myrna Heritage Days. So
what are you pumping me up for?
I'm just appreciate your.
What's happening this afternoon? Anyway, all right, sorry.
We do appreciate your design that you helped us with, and so those T-shirts will be on sale in the community center where I'll be running the photo booth in the community building there. I'll have the T-shirts if they want to stop by. We have several in stock for you to just pick up, and those are $15. A little extra for the extra large and XXL. There'll be $2 more, but we've had fun selling those, and so stop by and get a T-shirt too if you need one.
Okay, that sounds great. And I know you always want to throw a thank you out to the Lions Club as well, because explain that.
Well, they provide our insurance for us, so we always mention them as far as being a part of how we can bring all the fun activities to the day.
Okay. That sounds good. Anything, everybody, that we didn't mention? Tina, did I forget anything? Okay. She's giving me. Hannah, did I forget anything?
I'd like to ask quick if you don't mind.
Okay.
The planning process. As someone new here, I don't know a whole lot about Myrna Heritage Days, excuse me, but the lineup of events is just insane. How early do you have to start planning in the year, or is this something where it happens every year? Do you keep a lot of the events that way there's not as much stress when it comes to planning these events?
It is something that I think the first one was back in, I think, 87, if I want to say right. So there's been a lot of people on the committee throughout the years. We've usually kept pretty same format. So it's not too hard to start the planning process. We usually wait till about January, where we have to come up with a theme and get people just to get together to see who will be here, what we can continue to do, and then as it gets closer, we kind of line up the final events and make sure everybody's in play. And we have a Facebook page that we like to promote it on, so then we're letting people know what's going to be happening. But it's not that hard since it's been going for so long. So
great,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, who knows? Maybe this will be the day that we look back on where we first learned about the big little blanket race. Who knows? 50 years from now, everyone will be pulling each other. You never know what's going to stick, right?
Yeah.
You just kind of got to try something new each year. First year in the 80s, did they do the ping pong ball drop that first time around? That come along later on?
You know what I remember from that is the bed races that we had downtown Main Street. So we had people that would ride the beds, and then others push the beds down, and it was a race.
You know, the problem that would exist with that nowadays is they just... Now I'm starting to sound older.
Yeah, I know.
They just don't make beds like they used to. You'd break the wheels off, and it wouldn't make it. But I mean, those beds used to be steel.
Yeah.
And the wheels were welded on, and you didn't have to worry about that.
It was a lot of fun. It was. I remember that. And we had mud volleyball. That's something that it's hard to.
Water fight too.
Yes.
The fireman water fight.
With the buckets and
maybe bed race. Bring back
we've talked about it, but like
bed
you
braces.
said, it's exactly. I don't know where you'd find those old beds with the wheels anymore.
I mean, you can build a customized bed. There's a lot of guys around here that've got a welder in their garage. Just weld one up.
Yeah.
Then we could have a bed demolition derby afterwards or something.
I know. Like you on the committee with us? You want? We'd love to help.
Put me in charge of the bed races.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well. Dave and Brent are back at the studio. Where's this conversation gone? Number one thing to remember is if you have a question, just ask somebody on that day. Head to Main Street and kind of choose a direction to go. But follow the Facebook page and know that on the day of and kind of following up, year-round, really. If there's anything going on, that's a good way to stay informed, right?
That's correct.
It's just called Myrna Heritage Days?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
If you're tuning in on the radio, this full replay will be up on the Sandhills Express Facebook page for you to check out after we close up here at Nebraska State Bank in Myrna. With that, we'll send it back to Dave and Brent in the studio.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Dairy Queen, Tri-S Ag, Nebraska State Bank, Trotter's Woe and Go, Trotter Fertilizer in Myrna, Custer Public Power District, Nebraska Pasture Door, Hillary Williams Photography, Dewey's Implement and Welding, Foo Bar and Grill in Anselmo, Consolidated, Downey Well Company, Kristen Electric, Blakeman Tree Cutting, Markham Construction, The Secret Garden, TNS Signs, Loud and Proud Fireworks, Lulu Can Do, and Eureka Valley Ag. Thank you very much for making this broadcast possible. It is 9:57. Brent Apperson is here. I'm still here. Once they got the bed races concluded, we can continue. That was an interesting conversation, though.
Yeah, I would actually like to participate in that. I think Brent and Dave should be in the bed races.
As long as we're the ones just riding on the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
The bed.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we are going to give you a 2-minute and 20-cent. 20 cent. I did that the other day.
All right.
2-minute and 20-second time period to text to close the show to the zombies.
Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
Yep, 870-0333. Text your first and last name. We'll get you registered for our weekly $75 cash drawing that we'll do on Friday.